Salone. Some of we cry, some of we get good memories. And I make this time we can call them the good old days. Wetin I want make we talk today. Sierra Leone. Wetin you know about Sierra Leone? The history of Sierra Leone and the early settlers. How much you think say you know about Sierra Leone? Most people can say, oh, Lion Mountain. Why Lion Mountain? When you say Sierra Leone, they say, oh, Pedro da Sintra. Wetin you know about Pedro da Sintra? Today, we want to test with history, memory, naya. How much history then be learn we for make we know about we past? How much history then learn we for make we picking and safe we not born na Salone. We able take them history classes and usai we dey. About who da fend Salone, who da na be the early settlers them. Usai where them been take for the young. Wetin make them be take yonder for the young? Wetin you sabi? Because a lot of people they talk different in them. About they say, oh, wetin make them say Lion Mountain? Now because when the turn at the crack, it be the roar. Then when the place if you buy lion, like everybody getting young. So some of them one day, let we hear them today ba. Let we hear them. The early settlers then are Salone. Now who that them? They say no, they be meet people and they be meet people them. Who that then they meet today? Joby they accepting a tamale. They say they be meet people and they. So how then go say they meet people and they done then fend Sierra Leone. Nobody not fend Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone be done they exist. But what do you know? We know not to Professor Nayapa Salone history. But that thing we did now we aid but we country Sierra Leone. Now we want to talk about it today. Waiting then be learn you. Waiting you be hearing. Waiting you think say na so. Let we talk about like one mama picking them today. Not gonna say you. You self get for get opportunity where I open the phone line for come and make we talk. That's what we can do here. We the drag we all minds them go Sierra Leone, but today I want make we go back. Why Sierra Leone? They say, oh, not to Sierra Leone, I Sierra de Loire. Waiting, you know, the early days of Sierra Leone. Okay. Today, we go do safe na today. Let me come with the big boy in the house, Patrick. Make we hear waiting anyone share with we. Welcome on board, Patrick. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my family. Salone, Sierra Leone history. I might get you in different way. Me, I not go lie at this platform. Salone history. Oh, me small. School they not even teach me about Salone history that much. In primary school, I go RC boys. To say the truth, I begin learn about Salone history. This being where the internet don't come out because at least you go learn, but you some thing that there's some where they post, but you don't country that where you learn more where you don't know more about Salone. But for say they tell where we go school, I don't know for other people. But like we na RC boys primary school, they don't really teach me that much about Sierra Leone history. Now, a few. Now, what you just talk about Lion Mountain, I think that more than me teach you. They don't me to go to details. Who that then I made the first settler then, who stripe them, then Saloon first, which tribe may dominate past which tribe, all that. We know, say later now we'll begin learn more. Now know yes, the Timini people they made most of the western area to the north, even before they made all outside in Africa. We all may know that. Like we Kono people, we not say we migrate from the Maninka, which they call the Maningo, but I know that one properly because I think from Mali, these are like settler the way may they raise. I don't know if not cattle them or what them may they trader them. Yeah, where may they buy gold and the other things. So we migrate from them from Mali to from Manica to Maningo. Technically, inside Maninka, you get about 2, 3 tribes that were migrated, like the Kranko, the Kono, I think slightly the Kisi and the Vai from Liberia. So we will migrate from that side, and I saw them when they go and left. They say when they reach Kono, they tell the inside Kono say Makono, and they're not turning that. So that side. But when it comes to Sierra Leone history, at the time, now with the internet don't they, then most people they know about Sierra Leone, you know. Most because people that may don't they some Pisco that may don't they way may don't write about Sierra Leone, where they post some of these things there online. And because I don't think that we historians that they do them thing a day because I know some of the Pisco, the early Pisco, the women they go missionary, the women they go now the Catholic school, RC boys, RC guys, UMC, different are upline. Most of these missionary may know more history about Sierra Leone, and some of them today I think that some go there alive, some not go there alive, some of them pass them thing and to the beginning, which they post then thing and they online. Now, most of we, I would say for me, don't learn much about my own country. But for say, who made this school? Okay, maybe we reach secondary school, we learn small about history. We learn history, the one that we go university to up to that. But with history, believe it may long so if them they tell you say house even that Lion Mountain, all the to know say they say na the Portuguese then the first who that's everything at the guy found and discovered Sierra Leone, Lion Mountain, all that. We know say people them in there. There is nowhere and the planet now this world nobody know go there. But because we black people then the way they can they find gold and diamond, they forget about we say now they discover. No, but people that be there. We may get original people there where I don't know if not the Mende or Timini, but when you dig into history more, you go more say the Timini people. We know they talk this based on tribal issue or I don't know. We talk about history. We not say the Timini people they may be all over. Now the Western area, even where the early settler, the free slave, the where they go, the Creole people there. We not say that the Timini people that they meet, the chief there, where they give them place there, you know. Even the slave history. Now, when people, more somebody must sell somebody. So that may they sell them people that they to slavery. You see, people that may they now, but for other tribe, them inside saloon. I don't know how they migrate come inside saloon or because we know see some people that migrate from neighboring country like from Liberia, Ivory Coast. If you trace like the Kru people, you trace the origin, you trace the origin, the people you go tell say Kru people come from Ghana. Now inside Ghana they call them Gan. Now Gan people, if you trace them very, very, very well. But as people they migrate, they go from settler, from settle to settle, language they change. Language they change. Even the Creole self where we they talk now America, yeah. Compare with the person the way they salon right now where they talk Creole, we see not say there's a slight difference because of what? Because over there they create more slangs than inside. in the Creole word there. It's just like language. Every language where the way they talk, if they talk every day will be much perfect over. So we history, I'm not gonna say much about we always settle like that where me the other me know whether they unless online. I don't really would land anything that they much because of the internet. Don't bring we out. Don't show so many things about we country. Even from the time, you know, I born during almost before Shekinah in power, but by then I will not begin see how things that may go on concerning with history. People, although with culture, me so because with history, we not going talk about history, we not talk about culture, and then they make who that we be. They make with Sierra Leone, with value, with tradition, although some of the tradition they good, well, or some of them not good, you know. But those things make who be. Like now today, I not think that they teach that much in the school there about history, from the first chieftain when me day. When we get great chieftain, when we get great chieftain, when we get people there. Even the history of Sembepie, all them guys that they are few, you know. Then man, what Sembepie, I not go say why me this school I not read butter. Believe me, now where the movie come out, well release the movie and I begin read about that guy, then I begin know much background about her. You see? So all them thing in there. And you get other historians that were done people that were done for the Mamioko, Ben the Mamioko, that Mami, a few people that they talk about her. The only way they will mention maybe the streets or the hotel. I don't know if that hotel where they name after if it's still there. You know about that?
Mamioko.
Yeah, Mamioko
Mamioko
Hotel.
Hotel supposed to be at this in blue now.
You see?
Yeah.
You see something like that. They just wipe their history and name there. So you don't say how we would preserve with history. Because when you mention Mamioko Hotel, everybody may know what in Mamioko Hotel me there for. So, but that one now don't just wipe off right now. If not to now the street no more now people that remember that Mami there for, or maybe we go now with archives, you go see, you read about her. Babuwe warrior, we get people there. We may get good chief there, where they know they pass on them thing and they for let the because I know I kind of now. I think a few days, but like America, I not go compare Salud America, but America, let's say from the time of the British to now, they get them recorded. All they get all the records a day. If you they must get sent outside of the same wall. Salo, I know say they go must get them record there. Maybe during the war, some of the record they don't lost. But the only way they're going to be able to preserve some of them record, they let them try digitize, put them at the internet. I mean, save them, computerize all most of them. But history, it has for talk, my brother or my family, because most of will not they will lecture the books. Then a few, even with literature books that we may read, then are more of Nigerians books. The Chick of the River. Now the only book I think when a salon book, now Geneva of the Road. Yes, that book that one I so love that book the one I made read. And then more improve my reading because but with history as we always they say, I learn more about my history this been almost in the 2000 where internet where I began exposed to the internet. In the 2000 because then in the 90s, internet na salon or Africa. The only time when me to use internet now when me to go na America library na Conakry, beside the Korea embassy Mende. Now that me to go use the internet for free. Although they may get internet cafe then, but you may pay. But yanda wa go na na that me to go use the internet because me to hook there. Then I may get facility for use the internet and not much, you know. But 2000 hour on this America, everybody now get internet. So you learn much about your country. Certain history the day where you're going to say, wow, it's shock. So get this thing in our country, I don't know. Even something that there's inside the Wow Salon, I think upline a few districts that I don't go. About 5 districts, that's it. But people they love for learn more about we history. Internet don't make it easy for winner. And I go lie, if you get want know much about your country, you just go on the internet, you search for Sierra Leone history. They go think they really go learn about it, go shock because they don't post them Piscor there and they do well. Most of them do well. Although they may take advantage of who will not know, but we thank God for the life. They pass a lot of knowledge there. The missionary, the women in there are Catholic school there. They do their work, good job, you know. So when I not get much for say because of I don't that flu this right now. So that will be for me.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. We want to say thanks to Patrick. The phone line open now. If you think, say, yourself one for chipping, you get the opportunity now. Make I just put the numbers them on the screen. You already watch. Now the screen, look, you go see the numbers them. Wait for call and make yourself contribute. We have to talk about the early settlers. Waiting we sabi. I bring this topic today so that at the end of the day, I get plan for meet with the Minister of Education, the basic one. Because yes, they say that they can now with civil education and all these things, but I feel to say we history. Anyway, let we discuss what we sabi first. You know mean say you right? Yeah? You know mean say we come we're gonna say, oh no, you wrong. No. Now waiting we sabi, I make we dey learn. We dey learn now waiting we sabi. Because you go say, when you check about the early days them, you hear about Portuguese. At even one time, then they talk about Italian. But then one day, none. We not sabi. What we sabi? Now we Creole and we English. Because I know you talk about we natives. But you go now some other country them, you dey hear them, then they able for get conversation, then they communicate in Portuguese, then communicate in English, or African countries them. But for we, even though they hear about Pedro da Sintra, we hear about this, we hear about that, it not stick. The only thing we stick na England. England, English. Na most of we know about. So this way, I know what to make I dey do this for today because we get forget a professional who will bring him for can tell we more about we history, but make we just share with we self. Let come with Famoro. Make we hear waiting in get for we. Welcome on board Famoro. Waiting you get for share with we.
Good morning to everybody from your side. Well, like me want talk small about first like Koinadugu district because like Koinadugu district, they say we they not being share it as 2 districts now we like we don't get the Falaba district. Koinadugu district we get 3 ethnic group within na Koinadugu district. We na the Kranko, the Yalunka, and the Limbaz. So like the Limbaz them they try for claim say na them na the first ethnic group na Koinadugu. The Yalunka
I want
also
all you small Famoro. Huh? Who they talk about Koinadugu?
yeah.
I want make you name a few towns them with the Koinadugu for we.
Okay. Now I can name first the chiefdoms them na Koinadugu and then headquarter town. We get the Dian chiefdom we in headquarter town na Konibaya.
Okay.
We get the Warawara Yagala we in headquarter town na the Kabbalah Central.
Okay.
We get the Sengbe we in back the headquarter town being Sengbe Lero. But because of migration, the paramount chief been sit on Sengbe Lero. By then, we like the president, the stakeholders them in the come out on within the camp, na inside Kabbalah them in the stop. So pass them take an amok from Sengbelero, where in get the name now Sengbe. And they take from Sengbelero in the camp na Kabbalah day, na Warawara Yagala, for camps all meeting. So like the former chief na Warawara Yagala now been decided for the chief a piece of land na inside Warawara Yagala. But you know, see now the Limbazen, as soon as our population, they can then they shift. So now I make you go discover, say like Sengbe now, Sengbe the inside Warawara like you. Warawara around Sengbe, Sengbe can come out inside. So like the headquarter town now for Sengbe don't they inside Kabbalah town. So like the Kabbalah town now, two chiefdom na in govern Kabbalah town. From there we can go back na
Who's chiefdom and who's chiefdom govern Kabbalah?
Sengbe and Warawara
Warawara Yagala. Okay.
That's yes, that are the Kranko and the Limba. That then govern the township.
So what you made them can call
And by then,
Kabbalah town of mixtures.
okay, fine. Because of we get 3 ethnic group then they. We make them the column a powerful mixture. Now 3 ethnic groups where we get within na the districts. We na the Limba, the Kranko, and the Yalunka. And
Okay.
you check inside the town, I could get 2 host empowerment chief them inside the township. 2 paramount chief now they run the township. We are in now the headquarter town for the entire district, the headquarter town for the district. Now 2 paramount chiefs we get the where we get the Sengbe paramount chief and the Warawara paramount chief.
Okay.
And where in say the distance between a very short, inside this paramount chief there, inside this paramount chief there. The distance not too far. So I make them the column the land of powerful mixture.
All right.
And the word Kabbalah, how they come discover that Kabbalah? Now the clock tower day. Let me get a party when I be a blacksmith. We them they call Pabala. And we been get the piscos the way they come for can do agriculture. Now we get a village called Koinadugu. But the village back that Koinadugu they been get a name for them before we them in the color. We know to be Koinadugu. But like when the piscos then go, they want go do agriculture day, they want go plant race day. So like when they speak English, they say they want can plant race. Now in one part come out, in say yana Koinadugu pankranko means say that word Koinadugu. Pankranko, he say yana cutting grass stone. That means say if you plant race na ya, the cutting grass and go eat all the rest. Now they say yana Koinadugu, that means say yana cutting grass stone. So because of when they use that word, they now then feel say they don't tell them say the place in name Koinadugu. And they say, oh, Koinadugu. Then they say, yes, Koinadugu. So from there, now they then get that name the Koinadugu. So like them been there in need of cutlass for come do the farming day. So then been just for direct them, say let them go to Pabala. Then they say, oh, Pabala. Then they say yes. But you don't say now the pronunciation with the Portuguese with real local language, a difference there. So now they then back at it Kabbalah. Then they say yes, Kabbalah. So when they come now, they come meet that party now that clock tower, outside the clock tower this way. Now they then come meet that party, been they make host there. Then they can ask, see they say we they ask for Kabbalah. And in the panel, in the popular somebody they be now. So from there they will discover the town in name Kabbalah. From Pabala to Kabbalah. So like the Kranko, them na then give the district name Koinadugu. Koinadugu. That means a cutting grass stone.
So up to now, they know the plant race day.
No, then the plant race right now, but like na pantap hill in day. The town. Yeah, na the town and the way you know they beat you woman. Before you beat you woman, just take in water no more to wear.
Why?
Where you to where you woman water because the side when go get water now right down the hill. It cover nearly 1 mile before you get water. Because na Pantap hill lendi. Now the road down there you pass for go down Loma Mountain.
Okay.
Now the turn down the this we former goalkeeper Sayoma and you home turn down the village down the Koinadugu.
So the Koinadugu you talking na the village, not to the district.
Now the village from that village then they will can get the district Koinadugu.
Okay. So
like
you don't take we on the history side of Koinadugu.
yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, we don't hear from Famoro. Like I said, now waiting and they tell we waiting we hear now we dey talk now today. So if you think say because they not be teach we in a school. So when you said they come, all right. Like out with Mike, Big Mike from Philly. Yes, Mike. Waiting you want for share with we about the early settlers.
Well, I want to go before the early settlers.
Okay.
Yeah, because even if you go on eBay, they get old map there of that side of Africa,
Okay.
Before the settlers, from what me understand, that whole section they call it Bama. Even I think a village there by either in the east or the south, where they call Bama too, when a village where they call Bama. Them places then they all even up to Liberia and Salon they get there. When I buy it, now the US government I buy that other side for Liberia. They make them call out like that place the Liberia, but now Salon get all that place there. And I just because even okay inside Salon, because what to me understand this because mostly now the Limba people are they settle the force and then they inside Salon force before the other tribe they come. Because what I notice even inside South Africa, they get Limba people and they but a different tribe, a different language they speak. Then they speak more of Hebrew like because then they all now late Egypt they didn't come on from way back, So then they speak Hebrew, but the Limba people in Salon then they speak the Limba language. So I don't know what's the difference between them two but they all now Limba there, But from what me understand is the Limbaden are they settle in Salon first. Because if you go all the mountainous area there, that the Limbaden they. And then the Mende people then come through Liberia down towards Kenema and Bo. That they then come from. The Timni people are no who's part them come out, but they self come out. Because all them people are come out from somewhere around the north of Africa. Because from the Muslim invasion, the Arab invasion of the north part of Africa, and caused most of the migration of the black people in there towards this side of the west. Because them they all fighting will be gone because the Arab invasion. But then most of them we not even know about them, Nasalon. They're not teach you about them, And I hope we go begin learn about Dentia and Salone, then we'll begin teach you all about history because we don't even know about all the Arab invasion. We didn't break to some of the other tribe, then they move can then side we say what they do so right now. And from what me learn, because I've been talking to one Nigerian guy the other day, if you look at my name, the Cabo, if you try to figure out because inside Nigeria, then get that GBO, some other tribe, then they will get that same last name, they own a GBO. So if they try to compare me and that tribe and how we relate, even that self, we don't know, but I me believe say the whole of West Africa, we relate somehow, between Mali, because that side back now be the Mali Empire, Salonian, that all now be part of the Mali Empire. So I believe say all some type of interrelation be between we Guinea, Mali, Salon, Nigeria, Liberia, all them people, and we connect somehow. But we still don't understand how we connect. If not the north part of Africa, now they will migrate come, because from history, I feel that they will migrate come because of the Arab invasion. So now me understanding, Nandi.
Thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
Yeah. I bring this topic today. Just see from all the callers them we don't get. Just because they not be teach we in a school, see how we they patch forget we history. Eh? Like I said, all waiting we they say na so. Now for just say, oh, yes, na so abiyeri, na so I think, na so. Because if them be teach we in a school, where they come, we get premise for team upon. Even the one on the internet, now somebody write and put on the. Eh? Somebody now write and put on the. So even that one day, because anybody can write and put it on the internet. Eh? Anybody, as long as you able to get the means, you can write and put it on the internet. But if the country, if the educational system approves something, say, this now we history, and we need for teach we history to we people them, trust me, it will be better for us. Eh? They say if you don't know how you they go, know how you come out. But all what we know about Sierra Leone, now scanty. Now I ask the question there about the Portuguese, the Italian, the this, the that. Yes, we know say in Africa, it's just that they find way for able for divide and rule we. But one way or the other in Africa, we are all related. We related. Then just find a way for make we they talk different language them. We do clean. You just see them how things they play. You just see how things they play. Atkins, is it Rolanda? He say we history are washed because they don't want make you know the deep things them. I don't know, because most of these tribes they now in Sierra Leone, the more we they know say they say na come they all come. We people there all na come we come, but we settle. Is that why they are just afraid for make we sabi? Eh? You think say na that make them afraid? Say most of them people there, when we talk about the Mendes, the Timnees, eh? The Soso, the Fullers, most of the tribe them. Okay, we're all settlers. So why should we no one for talk about we history, how we became settlers in Sierra Leone? Who were the early settlers? They say no. People them be done they who done at them people there will be done they. Some man say na the Limbas, some man say na Loco, some man say na the Bulom. Who were they? Because yes, we go agree say people them be did it before. The place not be just empty. Eh? Everybody they get in own. Mabgele 5 self be talk say Pedro da Sintra he lied to we. No wonder we sometimes you dey sit down back, you watch say we don't even know. We know Salon. We don't even know. Eh? But let we come with Doctor. Make we hear waiting in one for share about the history we know. Welcome on board, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo. You get the platform.
Hi, good evening, everybody, and happy Friday. Um, that was a good entertainment moment, and some of which, it was very hilarious. And we tell you thank you for that because sometimes we do need that, not to the same whole thing every day. We just need something for clear with mind. It's TGIF. I want to say plenty thank you to Mr. Patrick. And many of the things that we say is similar to what me go say. um, First, we country, I don't know, but for me, I don't feel say then teach we enough for make we really learn with history. And also, he mentioned something about the literature books. That book, that particular book, Geneva and the Road. I remember reading that book. Me brother, we call me Bien. You know, teach me about that book. I know that book in and out, so I fall in love with the book, So, but I think it was a good book, a Nigerian book, and all that. But if for being be nice too, as then they still would learn literature, and social studies. If for being be nice for law, we they learn about we warriors them like Shenge Pierre, Baibure, Kailondo, all them one them who they already name. Because for me, I dey already name, but they not teach me na school for make I go understand them to wetin dem do and the stuff that we don't say yes, then contribute to we nation, then did something. But Lord, we commemorate then people them day, especially when the time come a specific day of the year, we dey celebrate them for the good work we then do. We really we self go tell we picking them, waiting and waiting. We know about we country. So, and I want to say many thanks again to you, AAA, for bring the concept for Tell Me Salon, where would they produce now the Sarah Network discoveries, because that was your idea for make we learn about Sierra Leone, and I really appreciate that because every day as we produce the each episode, I did learn something new about Sierra Leone. I did learn about the lakes them. I did learn about the rivers them, the mountain, that mountain, Warawara Mountain. Okay, I agree with the person talk even though they're not correct in the answer we then ask them, but then know that. And also, with explore with AAA, you see where you be the mention with that welcome to Kabbalah, really they help we follow, we understand we country law, know things them about we country. So that make me feel say Sarah Network as a network, as a platform, it really they make a lot of things them for make we know. We not the only discover, we not the only advocate and criticize things them about Sierra Leone. We know they go wrong. I mean, where they go wrong, but we they constantly bring in new ideas them, whether not from the CEO and founder for Sarah Network or from the panelists them, as well as from the viewers them and the listeners them, as well as all we all the kind of feel say we not a family to this network, to this platform. And I believe say if we continue for embrace within this network and platform they do, we will learn more about we country. They make we feel at home. And I can always say, even the last time I be saying a salon will be open the office. I say me, why I did a salon? I didn't learn much about what's in the go on at the ground, but why they here in the US, because I did listen to the program, we did discuss issues them we can to salon, we did learn a lot about the country. So for me, really, tell me salon for the one that we not watch, tell me salon, get 12 episodes out there, right? You go there, you listen to all them thing there, even though it's funny, they help you for like laugh based on the responses them, but it help you for learn the basic things them where somebody need for learn about in country, so that anybody ask you about you flag, what in them colors and they represent, each one of them colors and they represent something who for be proud of, and these are things then we feel say we for learn from primary school level to secondary school. By the time they done secondary school, to me, we for know about we country, how we come about these early settlers, even the ones before that, it go really, really help we for law we learn. So I think say they not do it justice. We the one them way be they go school na salon, take up to secondary school, because now up to like, Beke, now me left salon. So I didn't see that. Even when you take the Becker examination, how many questions did they ask you about your country? So it not really help we, so with the hope say then go change with school curriculum so that it go fit to waiting at the standards then for let somebody learn about in country, and it's really good backlog celebrate the one then we don't make a change or impact with country in how we develop. And all the districts them like we brother explain about how the name Kabbalah come about, how the name Koinadugu district come about. Yes, me na Kwendu na born na day I grew up to kind of Freetown. So I know about Kailan district. But like the other district then they maybe I not be even know about. But like with the new episodes them will they bring up, will they bring history questions them, will they bring things them about Sierra Leone. So and we want to really say thank you to we host when Salema Tukake. Now a law student, it create questions then along with we for make we go try for teach people them about Salon history. So tell me Salon as something for go and really watch them because you will learn more about the basic things and what you need for know, and we can advance them based on what people and they recommend and things like that. With that, now me don't take for this program today, and I want to say thank you to you and to everybody who don't contribute so far. Tomorrow, na the 30th day of October, we get Sarah Network Charity Foundation fundraising event for sick picking them na Sierra Leone. If you watch now the Facebook page, you go see the flyer, and this go take place 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So depending on who say you day, just see the time difference because me na New York are so that can help for make you go join the program. We goal and the reason for this fundraising, we don't get so many cases them where we members them, Sarah Network Charity Foundation members them, they share now with WhatsApp group about the concerns them wouldn't get, but then sick picking in our country, as we all know, say we healthcare system is very poor, and sometimes and they refer some of these then to sick picking project where we'll go talk more about tomorrow. But I just want for let people that know, so we'll get an event tomorrow, a fundraising event. We really want let's share the flyer, let's share the information. We want for raise money for them sick picking and let's see how we will make an impact in the lives of sick picking and now we country, and with that again, we did a announcement today about a movie we'll get for premiere when Sarah Tong season 2. That get for come to you January 15, 2022. So if you didn't a salon, reach out to we go sell you tickets because we really want for premiere a movie we don't win award 2018, the National Entertainment Award. And not forget Sarah Network, platform or media online news news which na AAA and in platform, and we all now as a family then nominate Sarah Network for the National Entertainment Award. So please now not forget for vote because then another award way for where they should say this network they really do well for Sierra Leoneans them and people then they acknowledge the work where they do and waiting AAA don't put in place for now we always they come and follow in footsteps for make we do well for Sierra Leone. So do enough for vote for Sarah Network for now we win this award again and now we give the trophy to the CEO and founder. So I want for left and also and have a good night. I hope for see many of una tomorrow and for make una donate towards the cause what they do and Lord continue for work for humanity. And that way we can make Salon better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That's now Dr. Aisatuka Kejalo in your contribution today. Not forget tomorrow for joining the Sick Picking fundraiser. You ever notice in Sierra Leone, let we come inside Freetown, you get all the big names then. Wallace Johnson Street. You get all the English names them. You ever notice that? I believe say the last time will be the talk now, Anabenka Coca Street, Jomo Kenyatta Road. You name them. All we get them. But we own safe history. We're not talking about it. Then we they wonder why we lost. We are lost. Yes, Sierra Leoneans, them, we are lost. I don't know if you know that. Because if you don't know Usa you they go, you even don't know Usa you come out, then you are lost. Let us come with Martha. Make we hear you. What's in the gift for we? Welcome on board, Martha Eronobi. You get the platform. What do you want to share with we?
Okay, good. I don't know much about salon, but we've been at school. I know say I learn secondary school about Peru the center, we find Sierra Leone, and then because the mountains they shape like a lion, makes them call them the Lion's Mountain. But mainly what me want for say also, I dey look at like we said, good old days. Okay, we used to forget something like a lantern, parade, and paddle or whatever. And they try for say now, look, this season will be right now inside America, right? In terms of maintaining your culture. Okay. Now, we the afraid or the scare we or the make we fear say parade or lantern anything and then a bad thing or nothing of the devil. But now this is a whole season that recognize Halloween. Even though some people take her out of context because I just gotta compare like the culture kind of say why would they embrace Western culture? Would they believe say then traditional thing they were used for doing it before when I be excitement, would afraid now say related to devil. But while them still yes, so they embrace the system them. And then also in terms of like the school curriculum, like what the Dr. I said to they say, okay, now we get plenty of people that we don't learn book, when our professors, then when our teachers them. How about if then get them professors, then they or teachers then come together and write the history of Salon or waiting they don't learn, put her in the salon contest as times have changed. Maybe back in the day, we curriculum be include all about the white man world. Learning English and the English what they learn is all about white man English. Math what they learn is all about white man method. But how about then rethink them? Say, wait a minute now. We in a salon here. Waiting will go able for implement we get for the waiting the exist na salon. All now in a job creation for the one who they graduated and not get job. Writing books, maths, plays, characters, that I'm me. I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm me on thinking where I just link into this the good old days. The things that will be useful, enjoy, whether walk away from we because of this Western world will they embrace and gear towards. So this not me on point for tonight.
Thank you very much, Martha.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Victor Duati says, Jomo Connector, you not English name, sir. Now African name for Kenya. Yes, we know. But how many major roads them where we get na salon, we na Sierra Leonean them, our founders. Yes, you go say yes by Bouge Road, we get some long one, till they turn to the different till they reach up line. That's true. But how many? Eh? You don't. No disrespect, yeah, for people them where they do am. No disrespect to owner, but sometimes it make me wonder. Where we they see people them, they go to the extent Sierra Leoneans, eh? They go to the extent even wedding. Then they dress like Indians. Yeah, maybe they like the Indian, Naimik. Eh? When we come time for portray we culture, how much we know about we own culture first? Eh? How much we know about we own culture? But these are born from what? Our history. Yes, we no want go to the Stone Age. We get for knock two eye and stone make it catch fire. Then at that time you able for light, wood or whatever. But there is a lot we need to know about we own country. Maybe, just maybe, just maybe, them politicians they go able to understand. Say some of them self where they grab so. They all are settle and can settle. But waiting with afraid, waiting with the scared, not for go deep into we own history. Waiting with afraid. Eh? When you talk about Lion Mountain, you go hear people and say, oh, na Sierra Leone. Now waiting, na Portuguese word. By who that? Pedro da Sintra. So we, yeah? Let's say now na true. Now that only Portuguese word dey. Now no more. Which other Portuguese word who is inside with Creole? Eh? Or what they can't change now? Then just wash all the thing they will get for do with whatever. They wash and go. Then they say, oh, we watch it now. Even the Lion Mountains. Now waiting now from Italy. Hey. They say that one day, now another explorer, Alvis Cadamusto. If we don't say we don't gain independence, why not talk about her history? Jalo Jamboria say, now because of greed by the colonial powers them, for deprive we from we true history. True. But we don't take over. I'm on here now. Eh? I'm on here now. Yeah. They say hunting. Eh? Oje, all anything they na devil. But when we don't come out, we dey see waiting then they do for us. We dey see waiting then they do. In Holland, there is a video. No black man already. White people, I don't know if you don't see the video. They pull hunting. Then the rest are all. They don't go to we day. They don't go land. And see some of we back who they obaya, who they do who don't land. So they land from we. So now they say they do am. Roland Atkins say we na lost people and we just take copy from others. Why you think say we they copy? I think now then we get for look now. Eh? Why are we copying? He say, but Sudan are really salon person for Sierra Leonean nowadays. See, because we all want to take somebody else in culture. We they copy, we they take from other people because we are lost. Because we not get we own, we not sabi we own. Little or no, even when it come to we attire them. What you see a Nigerian, you already know. What you see a Ghanaian, you already know. It stands out. Sierra Leonean. Even the docket and lapana, the print now. Eh? I think they print the Creoles and we Aku people them. What I mean, they Aku like the Frobes, the Fulatong, and everyone, and they still the Tawaparam. Then still the Tawaparam. If not, then if you don't go. I know Sierra Leone and the other tell say any tie lapa. You know sabi tie lapa safe. You say that me the tie lapa. I know sabi safe. Who say the tie lapa go? Yeah. We not sabi much about we culture or even we country. The one they will come before we, they not help we either. We need for start for celebrate we own heroes them. Mansa Musa, Madam Yoko, Kailondo, etc. That's na Bendu Kamara. Kaletu say some of we with a shame for we culture. But we need a shame for grab other money on. Why you think say you become attractive to another person's culture? Now because then showcase them. Then showcase them. Eh? If we not showcase, if we not make we own look good, if us not sell you, treat not go buy you. We Sierra Leoneans them need for sabi we culture, we need for sabi we history and propagate them well. Without that, we'll be lost for Kole other man. Other man, why you see them now? Because they showcase them. And if we showcase we own, another person is gonna see it. Ezekiel say na the reason Nandi. One thing say Africa for rise up and change the label black. He say white people then deliberately they call Africans then black so that they go continue for the punish we. He say if you not believe, check the definition of black na the dictionary. All right. You won't believe say we are lost? Trade and commerce. Then can get waiting. Trade fair na stadium. It is on right now. When every year people then go raise the voice say we they say trade fair, now for go showcase for entrepreneurs, for business people, business-minded people, for go showcase waiting we can do as Sierra Leone. We all sabi. When they say trade fair, na stadium, waiting they happen. Na music. Big sets then and then they put. Then they bang you left and right. You don't even know which one for listen to. The other 10 they say, oh no, well this year the music they don't tell a $11, let them pull on, so this and that. But every year in, every year out, the trade fair them, there is nothing there for us. Nothing not there for we. Why? Because even the one that they make the show, like the concept is there, but we don't even know how to portray it. You say trade fair, but now for go play music. You don't trade fair now for play music no more. Now you don't trade fair. Then how you go get potential investors? How? Sierra Leone. Now make I say me. I don't know. But this go, why they go salon? I want to go meet with the minister of basic. Ain't he now welcome on here? Let's go talk small. Or then go say then they wait. Wait for waiting. Let's come with Omar from LA. Make we hear waiting anyone for share with we. Yes,
yeah,
Omar.
let's keep going straight. Yeah, AAA. What you mean to say, everybody say the same thing. We get history. We get people and we know about history. What may be small. One man been there be the kind of SLBS. where be they talk about Salon history. And be they talk, I think it's be every weekend. In fact, the Menge radio station themselves waiting to talk about Salon history. If people can remember. So then I've been Timini, radio station at Timini, then get out Timini music, waiting the knock the drum, waiting can cut off and waiting bring the disappearance. Why all this go like where other people they talk say, then they talk. The book that we miss every things fall apart, Chini Achebe and Chick and the River and the rest now English people and books them. Because the problem is I would say get attracted into other people in your own culture way not to we on. Look, we name them. Nigeria man, you call the name, say straight na Nigeria man. What are the name that we'll get? All now religious names them. Christian names them, Muslim name them. Umar, Abdul, Sharif, Mustafa. To see your name the day. So like what my sister will say about we culture, we devil them. Come on the street today, let's look about Halloween. But the problem where we have with we own culture, why people in Basha, not about religion. Now religious people, now they begin to bash say, Padu, na haram. Especially we own religion, Muslim. They oppose why lantern for come out, watch net, pray they watch net. It's not good. Why hunting? Now culture. Culture be done there before religion come. Because people that be done there on earth before religion, then religious, because when they hear the world, people in the talk say the world 2 billion years, 3 billion years, 5 billion years. Well, people that be done there. Before then, we people that will they worship today so come. But we in Africa, especially Salon, we take that, we cover them to we own culture. We get culture. Just like how you don't begin, so my brother, we can ask people. Even if we try for check with somebody, now that we museum, then go try for tell me something. Salon get culture. All the people that we call from Gulama to Kailondo to Shangapie, then get culture behind them, Where will they grow up, One guy been there. Now been SLBS now in name I forget. I really I think that been Saturdays where them they talk about Salon. But just like what we all say, nobody no go put the hand up tell me say they may teach culture, they may teach history, Salon history. They not been doing. Why? Not only we know. All the way to dressing. You're right. Which one are we on dressing? Maybe Ronco. Quite honestly, now Ronco now we on. Now Ronco now we on dressing. Because even though the gown and wool they wear today, then it originate from the West Africa, because all man they wear Nigeria they wear now Ghana no more get their own lapa. If you're in Guinea, if you're in Senegal, if you're in the Gambia, if you're in I don't know for Guinea-Bissau, because then we know say then get something for do with Portuguese. But Salon get history, like nobody now like you, brother. Salon get history. History there. We just need to fend the people and waiting at the reason why they don't want for explain you or teach we about the history. Now only God knows. Even the Creole, I've been everyone right for sending a text. How we connect with the Creoles from Louisiana. How we connect, because we don't meet up somebody from Louisiana. Why be they try for Kungusa? In here, some of the word and why they talk pan Creole. Now I say, I can understand the words that you're saying, Omar. So how we connect? What you draw with connection there? So we get history. No country no dey na the world wey no get history. The one that we know with history, why they not teach we, why they not want know with history, that's only answer to them. But we get history. I remember this vividly when we were young, they watch SLBS. When we get them program, then I think that the Saturdays, when they sit down at like a round table and they talk. And they forget that guy. But people don't know what to read. We got history. No country, no, they will not get history. America, self where England can colonize, they get history. Then go tell you how they catch all the states, them, how they buy Louisiana, the Louisiana purchase. Then go tell you history. California and a part of Mexico. Now war then win. We then take over and I make Mexico man, they tell them every day, say, now the same way, how not take we country now we are, now the same way go take now back by population. Now I make today, they don't almost, in the next 10 years, then go be number one. Because blacks will not even know we are to compare anymore. Spanish, they don't beat me. So it's a longer history. No, we ask no more. Like how you did so, how would they go with us small. Like how you say you got for go meet the minister. Lord, we try if now one day we go to the museum day. People let me will know but Salon history. Then they not to all under it. The under is a paper, then they books then go must day. Now that no more, my brother.
Thank you very much, Omar. Well, that's now my own. We get few people them where we don't miss call from. Then we just return them calls then they. Then we return calls to the few people them who don't miss calls from. Kabaslot and Kotoku. Now they go. Generation gap and change of school curriculum. Let's come with Ahmed Tijanba. Make we hear waiting in one share for this topic. Yes, Ahmed, you get a platform.
Yes, Triple A, good evening.
Yeah.
Thank you for this wonderful topic we bring up today. You always they amaze me with the interesting topics that we bring at this forum. Yeah. Waiting one just talk now, but waiting be the talk about the culture. Say we culture don't die. There's certain things that they will be make we be able for practice with culture, but all those things they just don't dying at the country. If we can remember, this is the way we get concerts, the drama. You get them cultural shows, them then cultural play the way they act, who they able for display we cultural heritage them, and also they tend the way then devil and they come out to get lantern, all these things they don't ban all. So people are not able for showcase their culture anymore. And I remember the previous government, the former president Binkanapa, I remember one time they be declare Friday for be Africana Day for the where we cultural dresses them. That was a brilliant idea. We make people them they put on them African dresses them, and then they help most of the tailors them again. They're able for the sew clothes them. People then they get more customers. We're able for boost up the tailoring industry. And with we history, if we're not able for teach we history, we not able know we history, it go difficult for we able for develop the country, because some of these things nothing the way they can make money out of. Like the paddle, if we then been make them serious, then take them serious for this, get people away for the commot overseas. We not to even Sierra Leoneans them, then they go dance to that paddle day, and then they boost the economy. But all them things they are don't die. So how we go able for know the history of the country, because from then till they will be able for exhibit we culture them. But where this government come, they can ban all lenting and they no more devil and not they come out again, no more lantern, all those things we will be the celebrate all the celebrations and they will not get them again. And I really talk about the fear the shows that where they kick the trade fair in our stadium, yeah. When there's also music. When you go there, if you get phone calls, if you're not able to answer the phone call, because any house you go, now so music, now and they go display. And the music they wouldn't display back, not to say na Sierra Leone music. Most of the time when they play music now, either the Nigerian music or the first world music them. So waiting at the trade fair now they go show the most of the times the Nigerians or the Ghanaians and now they go can open booths them where we can showcase waiting then they produce now them country. But we now for go play music, bombard them, restaurants. Now the most popular one then na the trade fair there where you go see. So I don't know waiting then they exhibit there. So me na my own contribution this if they really want for help the culture of the country, then get for open up to all things and they they also they boost the tourism industry, we go bring money come to the country. But if then say then they ban anything and they because of politics or whatever, then it not go help the country. So Namion take that one day for today. In terms of the history of Sierra Leone, I believe say we not learn much in our school about the history of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Then for bring back in all schools, culture class in art and craft, that was my best days, taking part in cultural performance in school. That's Rolanda Atkins. That's how you see we get people them who they return calls. If you don't call, we know where they call you back, yeah? The trade fair is a joke. The intention was good, but the delivery definitely is terrible. Yeah. Trade fair in Sierra Leone? No. God help us. Go now, music. No more music and fry. Eh? Cookery. Yes, scholar, we want to bring you come. You can turn down what you listen to yanda.
Yeah.
You can introduce yourself for me, please.
Yeah, Mina Usman from Maryland.
Will they talk about the history, the culture? What do you want to bring coming?
Well, the history we Salon been get and people just like us, everything they die out na Salon, we they imitate and left everything. Me na possibly abon na Fobe. Even Fobe the Debulo been the Boku depa die out, like then they will be getting in Gelede, Gunu down and they all on die out, they don't lost. Slowly they all on disappear. But the good thing I like about, because let me say Fobe who can, because now they me born, now they are men who can provoke them, say, oh, I want to like community, but now people are very, very organized, you know, they always they maintain the culture, you know. For instance, Fobe, I like I see I dress fine, say, then no Quran, then they land them picking. You understand? Where this, like me as a Muslim, we got a part of the country. That the thing for educate Pekin as a Muslim, it die out. You know they exist. Boku places they don't die out. You know, but Fobe, no matter how you see them, they sabiku and then they land them Pekin and they begin from more than small. Then get some good culture there, and where it come for business, like they get business for married, anything for organized. Now the best people we organize. If you see them, they're not a fete over that. Like we some of we grab up, we grab up in a poor family. People even though don't kind of if you go, you call the people and say, I want to do so. They're not organized at all. Before you remember, all man, they don't know say, okay, what if you mean they do married, if I they make burying for me person, if I they make 40 days or waiting, and for the people who they can who for take care of them, for satisfy them, they're not sabi that. And by the time where you pin anything, now they force the thief everything. They don't even care about the people. This you know go see an forbid them very, very organized. This now the culture with them. Salon, we don't left everything. The only one culture I see then they fall small because they look the president, the way then they dress. I think then they fall, then they still they go with then they maintain them. You understand? But except for that, then won't go first will be the see how they grab up. Now if for see if you know they will see again. All empty and they then disappear. Look Nigeria, where then they show. All then they show them how they watch. I like I see them and say this in Papa na Bilonia, this and that. Then they dress their culture way. Then they dress and then still they dress. Even now they say then film industry how they make it. Then they dress their culture way. Then make they like themselves. Then get certain thing the way then they do always. You know when I didn't know me go see her. Then they shame for where they close them. But we salon post as you get money, you know where they see and they again. A different way now. The Western world will they take. Go back and let's go back na the other side. Let me say, okay, like where somebody be the talk this now, but then like then that trade show then they do. Then trade show then the way then they do there. Now thing where government go would make plenty money and Tripoli. Now thing when government go would give past almost 1,000 people a job. Now people want sing a salon, people want act, they want make movie. The time they all small. We get about 5 or 6 men cinema then na feature. You understand? When the first film because an Indian movie and Chinese then they first and them in the rain. When the first Indian movie come, now Roxy, he go Strand, he go Globe, he comes Staco, he go round, he get them by stage. We sabi that one day. But now all the cinema then they don't lost, they don't take the all, they're not there against it. So how them people are how them go make money? We not get no cinema na salon, not get no better cinema na salon again. So now they all for make movie. Are they in movie? Are they act? How them go make money? That's why they sing. If the government no grab and spend, make big place for the who side them go to entertain people when they're ready for make then they go launch there or do something there. How them go make money? Government they need big help. They need help from governments. So all in how they talk now, the all shift then look the easy way. Then they will be come up in Tripoli. Places then they were like then Friday, Saturday, now ban now in the play day. After combo, they all been there around. But now land they don't just disappear. Now the easy way. The music are all over the island for a salon. Most of them don't sabi play the musical instruments they are at all. They not sabi play guitar, they not sabi do nothing. Pass the what the thing they play the end and they sing. That's it. And then they're not entertaining sometimes. Sometimes somebody when instead go where they sing, instead do other thing there. Yeah, we're not gonna enjoy. You know, we not got history. People are not sheep. Then at the end of the day, the brand come to certain things, say, people poverty not good. Poverty. Now they affect the country. So if we not be careful, everything will disappear. Now the only way we left in a salon, where this party come, set of people then come discount them, waiting and meet them in right, then pull and pin the only. But then they back come, he pull this and pin only. The right history for them maintenance, them professors they will get in a salon. Then a professor, then for sit down and for write books and then for do baku thing. Whether even just that area they Tripoli, now thousands of jobs. Now plenty jobs then. But now the country then they will just depend on white man. Anybody who can say they go big back. They go big, then they go get them back. The white man will continue for the give them back no more. You understand? So easy. The poverty they affect the country. For instance, like when they talk to you, so the town will be small. People come out from upline, the area where they come out, the village where they come out, they kind of free town. They all let me say then are small places then. One part we uncool them in the way in have been police, but Him get that heart say, okay, then they go all meeting to and any tell then they go all meeting. Like papa they go small so they go there. So they go meet with your cousin that we all they play, we all sabu safe. That way uncle when she die, nobody now will take up that duty again, paddy. Now we end up with cousin and then I saw they meet up na street to pass high, we not use again. Now so we all go up, say we all on big man so now. Better you said no day between you again. When I've been good till the man they start, but all the man and dying, nobody now will take up down again. And the same thing that happen at saloon. Some people have been, now two different type of. Let me not say true, but let me say true. Identify some people we come up out and come up in a salon. Some people and then people are well to do. They maintain the system, yeah. Then brother and sister cousin, then they all sabi themselves because some of them they get money, then they maintain that. Because sometimes it's already they can host, say food get for first of all, food get for day. Everything for the but outside poverty, they don't know they would be, not so. They would be, they would be. So then they for maintenance for so you go meet up with somebody today, like they say, like okay, sometimes I can meet up with a woman from the family when come out, it's like say no, two people come out different side and they can meet up for can become one. Now two different ideology. Then they come on and maintain family. Each come on a poor family way sometimes, each nonsense don't jump on the street now many said. Way before say pass God now go guide them for let go be a better person tomorrow. You understand? Most of them down don't come on a poor family, they all long go still alone. Past few of we I not go lie. You understand? But so inside the main thing of poverty, now make with the left bokuti, we not they maintain bokuti, maintain the way they grow up. Western where you go they like remember I look and you explore Tripoli where you go now Western. He said this place will be the member for. First the way you go now Western, the host the way you see themselves. One host they afraid for going near there. But them place up all over the island for them places, so not to place so well organized, not to place so them maintain, they don't make the road them better safe at all. I see where you go now, Wilkins, you go up here and I say, look, the place that will be now for sport road, this and that. We'll first then tell you no more, say this person then a sport road, they expect and say, oh, this is not possible, you get money. But look, they pass the big fence, they no more, then they inside, but they don't make the road at all, they don't do no better work in a salon. All the money we force them people and politicians and put on Pasheki there. What them you get? Like what Pasheki and die so no go to in Pekin, or not sabi in Pekin and say all things just disappear.
All right, thank you, sir.
It plenty and Tripoli.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, that's now Usmanian take. Look how this color. I remember this year so at this salon because Prede meets me there. Yeah? At this salon, I talked to a few people them where then they do small work outside. So I asked people them for Yamasura because I see the other phone I say Yamasura not against it. Could you believe I asked over 10 people them? These are young kids. Well, I say young, someday in their early 20s. You know, say they're not sabiting Yamasura. They're not even sabiting Yamasura. Like, me, I not be one believe us. I be fishing a joke. But truly, they not sabi. I was like, what? Una no sabiting Yamasura? Hi. Look how this caller. Yes, caller, please you can introduce yourself for we.
Hello, good evening, Mina Sulaiman Jane from Germany.
Yes, Sulaiman. We dey talk about the history, the early settlers. What do you want for share with we?
First of all, I would like for see waiting really they affect in terms of that like we lost culture and a lot of things we done they get just now. We don't really lost we culture where we need for find back and get among we now we picking them not even know anything but we culture about the past, and everybody just they imitate America all the other different country. In fact, Nigeria, like the Nigerian culture, don't they take over Sierra Leone instead of we own culture. But what are we need for blame? Not to the picking that we for blame now. We self we for blame. We blame we own leaders for throw away we culture. First time we been they get like the remember the cacao show them they make. I can remember with various tribes, all that difference. All man they come there with, you know, and when they say Christmas, we get different cultural dance. Everybody they rush for going you home, but now all that don't die out. And now Lord, we even go back now. We villages them. We all know say even before when we get to great grandpa, the Bible read and time them so they all be they do cultural dancing, which means every evening when they see the moonlight, the moon shine, then they come out and do through the moonlight. Then they dance. Every village, every area getting your own different type of culture, getting your different type of dance. The Mende go come out, they dance with Boy, with this, that. They make you go Limbad and go dance, get Matoma, go come out, they dance, the local then go dance, the normal dance, and go pull back money, you know, all the difference. And there is a reason why we people let me do them dances, they dancing there. Because dancing are one of the very important things for good health. For maintain good health, movement of the body. That's make we grandpa them they put all that inside with culture. But now we don't throw it down there and waiting at the bad effect of that on we right now. Now mostly early death na Sierra Leone. You defend us is so much because of we culture we don't throw. We don't know the importance of we culture. Most of the people the way they die today, you will read they tell you say na diabetes na killer. In a high blood pressure, if I like ask some of the other, I'm going to tell you now. This is not the sequel they kill the majority of Salo people now. And waiting they cause that because we know they follow we culture again, we know they exercise, we know they dance. You know, first day we they beat drums them, we they come out, we they dance every 2-3 days programs and day. You know, the old people in the come out then they dance, and when they sweat, that movement they destroy the calorie in them body. They make still the healthy. This now culture where people are left for we, but we don't throw them away. So today we did die past the way people they die first. We complain everything on medical, but now we force not the effect for ourselves. So do you have the big follow we go draw with cultures? For example, me the plan right now this December for make me local people them all let them get on one we told them called Bendembu. Let them come perform. I put for them money as a winner. Let them come dance.
Also
2 days festival dance. Bendembu go on.
Okay.
Bendembu and they go out. That na Kalangba and Bendembu. I just want to let me local people let them come, then dance. Perform, you know, it's not about not to the money in the can win, but for make them go begin to go back. Let it begin the way they come off free or let them can see the culture, let them know say it's sweet. If they can say free in the evening, let them go begin to come out, they beat small, if not them pounded, they be said in the dance. You know, let we culture then the dress code. Just like we don't throw away the dress code of Sierra Leone. We don't care. Now, for let's see who that wear ronko, but you see Merisima we cannot on and they wear ronko. You see ronko papos again. No, they don't throw here. The okulapa, powerful okulapa, who we know say nine them Madam Yoko, they all be the wear. Today with people in the wear, they're not proud. But you will see them with people in the married to the overseas and Nigeria clothes in the wear. This is bad. You know, we don't throw all we culture. So we really need to look back and try to reverse to we culture. Sierra Leone, now one of the countries that we've been get so much beautiful culture. We get so much, not even one. So we try to encourage the young one, then we come back to that. There is much to say, but like you give other callers the time for talk back. So that's my own contribution for this night.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. We don't do but culture now, yeah? But we say culture still they come inside the conversation. We talk about Waiting we know about we history. Eh? If we able for dinner, they talk and like so, then why not? Eh? Why not the powers that be? Make it come to pass. Because just for saying for talking with mama language no more, with mama tongue, no more. Look out Ezekiel. Yes, Ezekiel, what in you want for adding all with you we don't talk so?
Thank you so much, Triple A. A lot of people in Dundee say a lot of brilliant things, and it deep, Triple A, it deep. Where it come to culture and narration is so deep. Earlier on, I've been indicate where the white people and call we black. When you look at the definition of black in the dictionary, it's too dangerous, and that same narration, American can use we anytime we politics come and say the black and one leave off the one leave off other people. And when you look at the black definition, one of the definition is say they like to take and never give. That's now one of the definition where Americans then get inside the dictionary. So the narration of what can happen around is so deep. So one time I sit down, I did think about Bible. What kind of heart way that man been get for stand against the white man, against the gun? So when they narrate that man's story, it's so small. They even make let you enjoy how a black man stand against the white man, and force them for let them do a lot of things before they finally capture him. And even that capturing, then they tell you when you look into details of it, you will find out say probably like a people back that they give them away. I they look at, I say, why when this Sierra Leonean, when he educates, when he spends some time into the story of Bible, how him, that story there, if you make them, you go make picking them now primary school, then go enjoy. If you get teacher where they narrate them, how Bible been the, we been get one picture book where not been getting much information, but they've been get Bible ready, and then you get this wrong company. It they go with that fierce conversation, and the for the circle, the message where he talk, they say the whole country will soon protest. Believe me. So that thing they are in a primary. Once see that picture, it became almost like a little gathering where at the dress like and begin to do that. All man they watch like, oh my God, look how fierce he is. It be so nice. But that just that small quote now them put there. But when you read, just imagine somebody will go be very, very imaginative for write, a literature about how, it make them in a story form where it very enjoyable for see how Bible be, make this particular gathering, particular how he laid the foundation for even get a people and for say, no, we for stand against the white man. But again, we get one parable within the African parable. It say if the lion able tell a story, it say the hunter not gonna be too happy. Because if the lion begin to tell you how that man they begin for hide, begin for run before in the killer, then you will know the part of the lion. But when we see the hunter come with the lion, we say, oh man, this is not the greatest hunter ever. Because in your story they tell we. But when he go na corner, he begin rub a wound. How he been the for run from that lion, they hide before they kill him. Now the same thing they happen. It's a narration. So I like that my brother from Germany. One day I think he been they celebrate something with his grandma. Because now that area they myself born, I'll be releasing the way the mommy they sing paloko. I was so happy. This not problem where we get all over the community. We self we can provoke we self. Just imagine Benembu Secondary School, in it almost a village. But when me being the common at the village, 7 miles off for Candy, then they call me villager. If you not get the heart and the open mind for be proud of who that you be, it's very difficult. Because in those days, even though I don't ever go Freetown until I pass for go from 5. Now I go Freetown. Even that time, the narration still about local. Even they Kakabela. And so as a result, a lot of people, even when they be educated, they not be proud for let them call it lawful. Well, me, I've been together fight today now school. As the one called me village boy, I say, what you want to talk? This is the way they talk about now village. So we say we they catch up. We go by the English, we catch up. And my brother back from LA, they talk and say, when you see Nigeria man, you didn't know say not Nigeria because even the name it explains something. Well, me say be what I say, well, this not true. We say for beginner. All me picking the na local mini name I did it. My first one Mindailo meaning our own. The second one and Dumaya meaning love. The third one Taikuma meaning unbeatable or conqueror. So when he then grab up, they say, what did that name mean? He said, Namipawe Komona Sierra Leone, by the tribe of the local tribe. Now he named me, and that name they now the meaning this. It's very, very necessary for what we do. Because we can talk now all, if we not begin for do who else go do it? The day why they get the opportunity for go reside in that place, I go all out and bring the historian. Anybody who is having a rich story and what we write about, just by Bure alone, for stand against the white man. That story they for be all over the place in a very even a short story, so that the picking themselves na primary go be proud of her for read them. As long as we know they tell we story, it become a problem. The other one back, would they talk about the Ronko? Because me in a village I've been there, so I know about these things. Ronko, people they be proud of him until somebody begin accuse Ronko where people in a village as witchcraft material. So a lot of people obviously then they talk now about they don't know the foundation of certain things. Some dressing why it lost. Basically, some people the way they've been proud of that Ronko, it became a narration of witchcraft. And so as a result, that one particular Ronko Binde is very brown and nice in a village. With some man they wear that cap with them and brown, thick, nice one. It be so nice. I mean, they enjoy that Ronko day until they begin to tell me that man, you see, with the Ronko, that then a tough man. So as a result, young people will be afraid because you wear Ronko where you not get witch. What will happen? Somebody can knock you down. So there is when a Salon man want to destroy something, then they connect that to witchcraft. A lot of things, if you connect it to witchcraft, now the reason even Christianity, they change certain things, So, and we know now, when you connect onto witchcraft, we know what the people and they do. Even to this day, people and they still wait and they shoot people with witch gun. It exists, And so if they connect onto something, that's something they definitely disappear. But certain things then we for begin tell the story, write them down and make let the picking the reader, make a story, let them enjoy them. I think it will continue for spread. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, make we come with Janet. Yeah, I know say now the history. We remember where I set the piece, the history. Nah, but I see the culture back the drag coming. Look how Janet Lewieri waiting in get for you. Welcome on board, Janet Martha Musa. Waiting you want for share with me.
Thank you, sir. While listening, I really feel so pleased, and it took me back to Sierra Leone. I mean, a lot of the things and where the contributors they don't say, they're all there on point. And but one person there, Janena, Germany, where really hits me. I mean, get for grab Colonial the the phone. Oh, waka waka! I said it was first because that dancing, people coming together. I was in Sierra Leone with the go up line. I just want to tip on that before I go to the history side, And that dancing business is something I did as a child, with the go up line and a net around the fire, everybody they dance. And then I began to understand, the dancing, the drum. There's so much culture that when we learn upline that to this day was it also, if it beats drum near me, it takes my mind far back and I understand the drum in a way where I'm able to explain to nobody. But anyway, let's go back now to the history of Sierra Leone. When we grew up, I was born in 1960. So obviously, when I Freetown, I've been born and went to school in Freetown. And I want to make something clear now. So first, my name not to Janet. My name is Jeanette. Now when I go to Line and Creole and change the name to Janet.
Okay, yes, Jeanette.
Anyway, Yeah, Jeanette, Jeanette Musa, so anyway, what I want to say is that, certain history in Sierra Leone were contentious. If we go into we go make a lot of people unhappy. But we know from waiting with the land where we did school, before slavery, we never had Creoles in Sierra Leone. Period. Make nobody know ask go come. They were not there. Other than Mindeyanda, we get it teaming and the local people them. And then me dey na the land, and then occupy that land, you know. So when people ask who are the first settlers in Sierra Leone, they were the Timinis and the locals. And then me dey na that place there, and I learned about Row Camp. Say the Freetown what we know so today, it was actually called Row Camp. Whatever row camp mean, whether camp mean town or something, whatever it was, whatever it is, I don't know. Somebody will not tell me, go explain that to me later. There is so much that we learn. And then we learn, say, when the Freetown colony people, Freetown company rather, then come over and then bring the slaves and come in there, then buy the land from Pademba. The Chief Pademba, then buy land from them around the peninsula. They get those documents out there. But in Freetown, you get people that they tell we say Freetown belong to Creoles. So Countryman can buy land. So you're getting this history wrong. Tripoli, you ask about the names of the streets in Sierra Leone. All areas are named by either Creole outstanding Creole people, and they name them after their streets and stuff like that. And then you begin to ask yourself, apart from Pademba, where we don't talk about, so what happened to those other very important people from the local tribe, from the Timini tribe, where we settled on that land? Wait till make we not get a name then in that place. What is the idea behind this? But all of that will come to the idea where as you go along. Triple, I hope so we can get this program another day, or you would do it once a month, because there's so much that we need to bring out. When you find out, say, Sierra Leone, the country we call Sierra Leone was divided into two. You get the colony, then you get the protectorate. So that colony, where the Whitman and create, and all these colonial people, and they can create one kind of thing in Africa. We just turn we all upside down. But the truth of the matter is, whatever the history, where they write for we, Magbele Seafire, it go out of his way to undo the history then. So make we understand, say, some of these things were written down by we colonial masters but when into the studies, say no, we don't do injustice to the people that we've been there. The people that we've been there are this strong here, that been the Timini and the local people them. You find out, say, first of all, if you go Tripoli, you the Waterloo, where you go 4 mile, 5 mile, or whatever they call them, you find out, say, that many people are settled in that area. They are still there up to today. They don't say they can and take over the place. So they were there before them white people here come to the country. There's so much we need for learn. And, and something with somebody say about the Limbas. When we grow up in Sierra Leone, we know say the Limbas and say settle somewhere in Freetown, but we know say that the local people them, that they dominate, and the Timini people and dominate that city. And going forward now, you talk about the Mende. Somebody want me to talk about. I don't know if Patrick say, the Colonials, the Mendes, the Madingos, the Sotos. We all came from Mali. We travel into Mali with not people that we travel, and we are kind of warriors. Mendes are warriors and stuff like that. Somebody asked me recently, what's like the Mende and the Timini, now they get along? I said, this is a false information, because the Timini people, and now they get a land. When the Mendes then come, you find out, say, that there are areas then where they cross the Mende land and the Timini line. There are areas. You get some name then the way what's the man name said just now, Janet Cole. That name they didn't amend the line as well. Some village name we call just now. We get that same name then amend the line. So you find out, say, we not get cultural clash. We not people where we live side by side amicably. We love one another. So, but going back to this topic now, there's so much where we're taken away from us by people that we believe say them better pass we in the country. Where we go up in the 60s, 70s. Oh, and not bring that country picking kind of meals. And these languages then grow, then go, then deep, then bite into we culture in a way that some of we begin feeling now say, oh, if you go forget you go transfer to school and stuff, you know once when they know you background. But me, Janet Musa, I always talk and want to put me on up. I dey tell them say, me na Mende person, me na so place I come out. I'm proud of my culture. And even in England when became born, I dey tell them, outside them come, but they've never been to Sierra Leone. But believe me, me 11-year-old granddaughter, it dey tell people them, I come from the Mende culture. I'm a proud Mende woman. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. And so these are things that me, before I come on at the phone, Ezekiel made a very important mark. Make we continue for teach we picking them. There is so much stipulate what we need for teach. Make we not forget for teach. Wait till we brother Ezekiel say so. Everybody, each one teach one. Make people. I go be very happy if now once per month with the Canada so. And you don't do some programs the way my family in Germany. You don't talk to them before. They are so happy because then they use their program. They for sure them picking them. Then they share to them party in Germany for sure. What's in you don't sound like? What is the city Freetown? Look at some areas. Even the market area where you've been there, minister in Germany, the oldest at 12. Oh, you say, Auntie, we love Freetown. I say, that's done by Sierra Leone. We want to tell our own story. Chino Achebe say, if you want to tell the true story about Sierra Leone, Africa, you tell it yourself. If you don't like the history, it's my right. Go and Triple A, and what you're doing, you may not even know what you're doing. You are telling us the stories of the areas in Sierra Leone, one by one. You don't undo certain history then. What we're gonna we book. But you going there physically and showing, and people and they appreciate it. I want to say thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Janet. All right. Janet, our last caller for today. I do this for a reason. Yeah? I do this for a reason. You don't hear me? From everybody. Nobody's a professional here. Nobody was taught in school. Forget degree for talk with we talk here. Everybody talk out of your experience. So just listen and take what you want to take. But I'm going to try to have a professional way go can break things for we. Because that day you not go able to talk. He go listen to this. So he go get an answer for we. Yeah? He go get an answer for we. I feel see we have a part to play for make Sierra Leone be waiting we want them for be. Yeah? We get part for play. And the little part I feel say are able for play, the conversation where I feel say able for drive. Now we the drive so. This conversation is not going to end until the day we will see say then begin teach deep history in Sierra Leone. I know we have them. No worry. Next time we the Kaya, we're gonna have him on board. He go listen to this. And we go get the answers then. But let me play that I say, as I be talk just now, I was caught off guard. When they tell me say they not sabi waiting I am Asura. I was caught off guard. But now so things then don't they die. And the Yamasura, I'm not saying they do Halloween now, for they go host to host for give candy or whatever. I like Yamasura dandy. See no more will not the rest that way day. Now 1 cent I go take and so Avuvu Alumbe. We go play our part. A lot of things run in our mind will be the talk today. Let we go no more. Yeah? Let we go. Because Triple me and no kilek for talk. Actor kilek for act. But let we go. We'll see who side this one. Go carry go. But trust me. Exploit Triple me? If I die safe. If you take me MOC as safe. But every street in Sierra Leone, I go show you. Eh? Every street in Sierra Leone, me, I go show you. From the borders to everywhere. I don't care how long you get for take me. But then they nothing I don't vow for. Lord, you go no more. If you not subscribe to Exploit 388, you go miss so. You go miss because we are on a journey. Eh? We are on a journey. Alright. I'm not going for left on this one. I get so many things then where they play in my mind. But then you say, to a kill and box, but in hand shot. But we go stretch. We go stretch. Dance na village. Beat drums. Yeah. Oh, left and so. Yeah? But to go there back tomorrow. Don't forget to say tomorrow the sick picking project go there. Go there back and we'll get to Saturday regular program. Till we meet again. Triple C. Ta-ta.